Yeah, it's not. I believe it's 9 hours.
Listen, I won't rule it
It's really
out.
good though. It's really good. It's really good.
Man, I find that hard to believe.
Hollywood need to start making a time. They need to make a time.
It's about Italy from like the 1950s to like.
Nothing about
2000s.
that sounds appealing.
Oh, great. You don't like Italy? Are you fucking racist? What's your problem, man?
I like Italian food.
You don't like Italian?
No. Okay, we're talking about we're talking about a movie about Italy.
9 hours.
Yeah, I don't want to spend 9 hours watching a movie from about the 1950s Italy.
Really? Have you ever watched The Godfather?
Yes, that's true.
Yeah,
well, that's only 3 hours. Well,
I mean that the second movie is about Italy in like 1890s or some shit.
Yeah.
That movie's good. It's possible. So anyway,
hopefully 9 hours.
Hopefully we land on that. Well, it's close. It's fucking 3 hours, bro. You watch both of them.
That's 6 hour difference. There's 2 other Godfather movies at that time.
Yeah.
Well, imagine if there were 3 good Godfather movies and you watched them back to back, and it was 9 hours.
It's the whole fucking day, man. You have to wake up early and end of that night to go to sleep.
Yeah, that's a work day right there with an hour of overtime.
Yeah, I know. That's my. I normally work 9 hours a day.
Watch this long ass fucking movie. What'd you get out of it? I don't remember shit. I remember. Like,
I bet it's fucking. Is it fucking subtitled? I bet it's subtitled.
Well, of course, it's Italian.
Yeah.
The fuck? Think it's in English?
So I gotta read 9 hours.
Now you want us to read for 9 hours?
Might as well just giving us a book.
You can't fucking read? Are you illiterate? Are you all a bunch of fucking illiterates?
Sometimes, man. I start blanking out. My ADD kicks in. I'm like, oh shit. Are we going to coin toss this shit?
Yeah, that's definitely gonna be a solo thing. It's definitely gonna be one where it's like, okay, I'm gonna start this shit on Monday, and by Saturday I'll be done with it.
We're gonna forget everything we watch except for whatever we just finished before the podcast.
So, all right, James, we'll each watch portions of it.
Or we can do that. We can split it in half. Have one person tell what they thought was happening.
It's a group effort, like in school. Yeah, like you get this part.
Yeah. You break it up.
Break it up into like thirds and
parts. Like, look, we get this.
What happens in this part?
You know who probably knows that whole movie like the back of his hand is Rossi. Chris, he has to. He's Italian. Like, he should know it.
Wow. Well, he was in the 50s. I doubt that.
He's Italian, though. They know.
Yeah,
they know their history.
Pizza,
they got it. Yeah.
Spaghetti
they
sauce.
Know the old land, the motherland.
Yeah.
Mafia.
The old world.
So how are we starting this? A coin flipping, or are we?
I say we might as well just be honest and just dive into Hamilton because I don't think anybody's that excited for it.
Okay, just to like give you an update. So
you pissed off Puerto Rican Chris. No, he was all ready to flip his Korean coin
because I got a feeling Hamilton can go for a long time talking.
Okay,
flip
it.
What's heads and what's tails?
It's your coin. Heads is Hamilton, tails is the Meg.
Yep, because the shark tail.
So just to give you a real quick update, so like the movie's 4 hours. It's 4.5 hours. It's not 6 hours. It's only 4.
No, you said 9 hours.
You said 9.
It's only 4.5 hours.
It feels like 9.
It feels like 9.
I'm sorry, it's 6.5 hours.
Oh, okay.
6.5 hours?
It's just getting higher and higher. He's like
all over the place.
It's 6 hours and 6 minutes. All right.
Okay. My next thing is, are we going to be able to find it?
Yeah,
probably.
Yeah.
What movie is this?
You'll be able to find. It's called The Best of Youth.
It's on a wheel somewhere.
This is future popcorn and pints problem.
Yeah.
Is it? Is it?
It's on a wheel.
It's not tonight's problem.
So what are we talking about first?
I don't know.
Meg. Minus Chris for that episode.
Meg. Okay.
Is it the Meg? The Meg's first?
Yeah, the Meg's won it.
Okay.
It was on the flip.
Let's talk about another shark movie.
We gotta find like a heads or tails thing that we could just flip like right on here, share the screen.
Well, I mean,
I'm surprised.
Well,
you
should
don't
make
have
a branded one. Like Aaron, you should make a branded one because you can find one on the internet very easily.
Yeah.
But you should make a branded one that has like your face on it and then
an animation or something that you can just play.
Yeah, I have to look into that. See what I can do.
So the Meg.
Chris, one of your favorite actors is in this movie.
He is. Wait, Chris, what are you talking about?
Puerto Rican. Oh, wait a minute. One Chris likes Jason Statham, one Chris doesn't. Is this? What
I don't mind him.
I'm not a big fan.
My
hatred on him is
because he's ravishing, isn't it?
He was in one of my favorite movies at the time, The One. That's why I first seen him.
Dude, he looks like he has not evolved from the caveman days Like when
That's true.
when
But
his
the-
eyebrows are down, he looks like straight up
He's
caveman.
pretty badass in action movies, though. The Transporter is badass movie.
I mean, he was great in Expendables.
Yeah. He's a good action star. I don't mind.
Yeah,
He's pretty good.
absolutely.
I've grown from hatred to I don't care.
So one
That he's there.
interesting thing about him is like, so this guy was actually an Olympic level swimmer. Like he actually won a medal for Great Britain, which is really funny. Which is kind of cool to see him like in this movie. It's like you got fucking Captain Britain fighting a goddamn shark, basically in this movie. It's just ridiculous.
Captain Britain.
Yeah. No, he's real. He's Captain Britain.
That's a real superhero.
It is.
Yeah.
That's
Bald white dude. Boy, I'm Captain Britain.
Rip off of Captain America. But
I guess I'll start with a rated. I'm going to give it a 6. It was entertaining enough.
Okay.
I didn't mind it, but it had some fun stuff, solid action sequences and whatnot. I was admittedly rooting for the shark, but you know.
Me too.
Especially there's one scene where I'm like, these people need to die.
Exactly.
I assume Ibrahim, the scene he's talking about is the shark biting the glass to get to the little girl.
That's
I know what you said.
but I'm talking about there was a mass of people that needed to die.
The Chinese coast there.
Yeah, that's
I really
right.
wanted to just see,
opened
I wanted to
mouth
see
and
all
went,
these people swimming and the shark just come like this.
Yeah, exactly.
They all needed to die. Like every single one of them should have died.
Yeah, that would have been awesome.
I was expecting the very first time I seen that, I was expecting it, but then I'm like, wait a minute, this is an action hero shark movie with Jason Statham. This isn't like a shark, like a horror shark movie where they're just trying to get gruesome to get as much talk as Jaws.
Yeah, I mean, this is supposed to be a horror movie, but this is like,
I didn't feel like that. No,
fucking weak.
Yeah, it felt like more of like a baby.
Deep Blue Sea is better than this fucking movie as a shark movie.
Yeah, sure.
This is more of a like.
There's a lot of Megalodon movies too, but this one is like Hollywood did it instead of like a fucking B movie. But
yeah.
Well, I agree with Chris. It was okay-ish. It didn't bother me. I'm going to go with a 6.
6?
Yeah.
Since you brought it up, did you enjoy Deep Blue Sea or not, Ibrahim?
So, dude, I saw Deep Blue Sea. So here's my thing with Deep Blue Sea. So I saw it in the theater with my parents in 2000, and like I'm telling you, there are very few things that really kind of get a reaction, like when fucking Sam Jackson got eaten by a shark in that movie. Like, because everyone's like, oh, okay, yeah, whatever. This is a dumb movie. He's going to make it. Oh, fuck, he got eaten by a shark. And, like, dude, like, that shit, I even bought the fucking soundtrack. So, yeah. I
too, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah,
That song was pretty cool. That
Nice.
song on that track. So, yeah, that to me, and that movie feels like a B movie, but it feels like a good B movie.
Yeah.
This feels like they're trying to, I don't know, they're just trying to exploit a lot of shit. Like all the Chinese characters feel very like kind of tacked on.
They're just there.
Well, they're there. All this stuff is there to like make money in China. It's so blatant.
Yeah.
It's like,
I mean, it's from a Chinese movie production company, so
Yep.
and that's where half of Hollywood's at the moment.
yeah. So I don't know. I give it like a 5.5. I don't think it's terrible, but at the same time, it just, especially what was the guy? Rainn Wilson. That's the name, right?
Yeah,
Dwight.
Rainn Wilson as a villain does not work for me. Like this dude is like a rich, dude.
And he did, and then played it off like he wasn't a villain, kind of. Like he was like just there. He did a couple like, what are you talking about? It's my money. He's like, you're wasting your time. And then after that, he was like all nice, but secretly he had a fucking alter.
His character was kind of all over the place.
Yeah, it was all over the place, man. You
did
got
not work for me.
Evil or not, pick one, man.
Yeah, it did not work for me at all.
Yeah,
but that was the writing's fault. They were like, we're gonna get away from the office, and it's gonna be funny.
No,
it's like, dude.
This was just throw money at it, summer blockbuster type movie that they just wanted to put out.
Exactly.
I agree with that.
Who's next? Aaron, Chris, first game. What are you guys thinking?
To be honest with you, this one kind of fell for me in the 6-7 range as well. I'm gonna go with a 6.5 on this one.
And me, I'm gonna go with a 5.
And it's shocking. Aaron loves shark movies.
Yeah, but the thing is, I do enjoy them. Like I can watch damn near any shark movie. Sharknado's fucking horrible, but I have
Let's
to
not-
be
let's
like,
not talk
I've
about
seen
that
some
shit.
shitty shark movies I never want to see again. Like they have to be cool. Like I'll watch them because they look cool. Like Three-Headed Shark Attack. I still mean to watch that. Shit like
I've seen
that.
that one.
Like I seen Jurassic Shark, fucking horrible, awful. Piranha Shark, awful. Just a shark movie. I'll tell you what, a shark movie is something that there's a shark. Okay, I'll check it out. And that's what this was for me.
The thing is, I think, do you compare it to Jaws all the time?
Nah, you can't.
I was
can't.
about to say you can't really do
You
that.
can't. I don't really, when I rate movies for the most part, I don't compare them. I try not to. Besides Blood Lake, but that's different.
Well, a lot of people will. They're like Jaws. Like, dude, Jaws is actually about. They're not making up like a three-headed shark. Jaws is a real fucking great white shark, and like realistic, like what it can do. Like that's
Well,
why
to an
it's so
extent.
to an extent. That's why it's so fucking like scary to people.
But it did scare the shit out of people back in the day, as far as
Yeah, exactly.
ocean and all that other bullshit. This
What's,
is about as close to the ocean as I'm gonna get to right here.
What I thought was crazy about this movie, like, I didn't know anything about it until I started looking stuff up. It took like 20. The rights to this movie were bought like 20.
Yes.
20 years between when the rights for this movie were bought, which was loosely based off a book, to the time the movie actually got made. Like,
They got 20 years, and that's the best they got.
Yeah, it took 20 years to get this movie made, basically. It bounced around studios. There was a number of random people attached to it at some point before
and they're making a part 2.
Yeah,
right?
there is a sequel coming called The Trench.
Man.
Yeah,
I'm gonna watch it. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm definitely gonna fucking watch it.
You don't need a big attention span for big summer blockbuster movies, and I'm sure that's what they'll try to make the sequel as. They just fucking get a big name, some minor supporting characters.
They're gonna have Statham in it or not?
Yeah,
I think I heard they were gonna. I believe it was for this. They were gonna get the guy who was in like the biggest movie in the history of the Chinese box office to be in the sequel. I believe that's the case. So I think they're
trying to
go
get the
in.
Chinese money.
Yeah, they're gonna go all in on this is a Chinese movie with some white dudes in it, basically.
Again.
Yeah, so exactly.
Yep, and then the one token black guy that they let survive.
Yeah,
he was the biggest bitch in the movie, man.
He was. He
Like,
can't swim. They did that stereotype.
He's complaining about everything. He was the biggest wuss in the movie.
dude, I feel so bad for that dude from Heroes, that Asian dude from Heroes.
Yeah.
Hey, he's a hero.
Of course, they're gonna kill the little Asian guy.
Yeah, they killed the Asian American one. We can kill that one. That's fine. They don't mind.
Yeah. He's not full blood.
He's not actually.
Wow. He's a mudblood.
Yeah, he's a mudblood.
He might be. I wonder if he's like Korean. I don't
know. I forgot what his
Keep
name
having
is.
to play Japanese. I mean,
No, he always does play Japanese. Yeah,
It's kind of fucked up because it's like I'm Korean, right? It's like yeah. So that's what we're having you play Hiro Shiotama, the
they do that with
the last samurai in the history of Japan, which is fine, right? It's like
they do that with that comedian Bobby Lee. He's Korean, and they always like say he's Chinese and everything. Like,
yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's so fucked up, man. Like,
You know what's funny? What else was crazy? Eli Roth was attached to direct.
Yeah, Eli Roth was gonna make this movie, and then he,
maybe it would have been better.
I'm like,
probably not. They probably well, usually what happens when people leave is they're like, oh, so basically the producers come and say, hey, we're gonna shoot in China, and we're gonna have all these actors, and here's how we're gonna change the script, and they're like, that fucking sucks. And they're like, well, too bad, we're gonna do that, and so we need you to be on board. And then you're
Yeah,
like,
I'm out. A lot
from
what I was
reading.
reading.
Let him have what he can do. It could have been better if they let.
They wouldn't let him do what he wanted. Like, he wanted an R rating. I don't think this was an R. This isn't an R.
No,
movie.
I think it's PG. It's PG-13.
He still wanted. He wanted the $150 million budget. They weren't going to give it to him, so he's like, "Fuck it."
yeah, I'm out.
Because he wanted to make it good. He's
Yeah.
like, what you're giving me is going to be shit.
This should be an R. This should have been an R-rated movie, and they should.
He probably wanted to make it an R-rated horror shark movie, and we got this, which isn't bad, but we got an action shark movie.
Yeah.
So when did this come out again, and what was the actual budget?
This came out in 2018. I don't know what the budget was.
Let me see. Let's see if it shows it.
You know
Probably
what
like
this movie
100
was
million.
missing?
I think.
One of Chris's favorite actors, Vin Diesel, talking about family because they had all that shit.
Yeah.
Budget 130 million.
So
he
they
only
dropped it
needed
100.
20 more million. The movie wasn't going to get that money.
The opening weekend was 45 million. Gross U.S. and Canada is 145 million. in change, and gross worldwide is 530 million in change.
Okay.
So they made tons of money off this shit.
They did.
Yeah.
Because
Well, people
movie.
love shark movies.
They do. They really do.
You know, there's some video from this movie, like with the girl with the shark behind her. It's got like 120 million views or something on YouTube. It's like
People love sharks.
crazy. Yeah,
You want to know why? Because people love sharks trying to eat a little kid.
they want to see the kid die.
Yeah, they're like, eat it. I already knew the dog was going to survive. The shark didn't want no.
I was really hoping that dog was going to survive. Pippin, poor Pippin.
Yeah, I knew it was going to survive. The shark didn't even notice it was there. It's so small. It can't. All the.
Look, I mean, they film it so like it's coming up behind the dog.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh come on.
Yeah,
they had to. And then they panned away to a whole
I just had a gut feeling. I knew that fucking dog. I think I've seen a movie like that before, where the dog is dead and it just comes out. It's like, oh, they're like, oh my god. It's always a small dog too.
Friday the 13th Part 2, I want to say, did that.
Yeah,
Part
there
2.
you go. Like
People,
Jason,
it's really funny. People care more about dogs dying than people dying.
Yeah, they do
in these movies. And like,
100%.
like I heard that like there was that trailer. There's a movie called Dog that's out right now, and I believe they had a trailer that says in the trailer the dog does not die.
Yeah, they make it clear because that's what my girlfriend loves dogs, and of course I do too. But she was like, I looked it up. They're like, that's one of the first things you find about that movie. No, the dog's not going to die. It's not about
because all the other movies like that Marlowe one, whatever that
Marley and Me. I was just going to
Marley and Me.
And back in the day,
Me,
Turner and Hooch.
Yeah,
you know, there's like Turner and Hooch. People are like
fucking Cujo.
They
fucking
Well, I mean, that dog kind of needed to
He
die.
had to die.
Listen,
Man. He had to die.
because he had rabies. Because you could say the
That
same
dog was-
thing.
That dog was insane.
I think Cujo had more than rabies.
It's
It's been a minute since I've seen that, but Cujo was like fucking
He was possessed.
mutant.
That motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly.
You had,
It was fucking possessed. It was a mutant beast.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That fucking thing.
The other dog, Old Yeller, when he got rabies.
Oh,
again,
yeah, you gotta kill Old Yeller. Bring him in the back and shoot him. You know,
Disney Cujo.
Disney.
Yeah, Disney Cujo.
Oh shit!
But yeah, the animals, like you can actually do a fucking poll on Twitter. Like, would you rather see
people
a
don't
baby
want to
die
see
or a
dogs
dog?
or animals getting hurt.
Yeah, baby or dog. They're gonna go.
Oh, the dog.
Save
Don't kill the dog. Yeah,
Don't hurt the dog.
it's funny.
I don't know.
I mean, John Wick, right? John Wick kills like 1 billion people, and it all because they killed
All
the
because they killed his beagle puppy, which I take even more exception to, having had beagles.
Yep.
Oh, real side note, because of that, fuck that movie Pig. That pissed me off. I thought it was gonna be a rip-off John Wick movie. It had nothing to do with him kicking everybody's ass.
I cared more if it was a dog.
Oh my fucking god, I was so
They
mad.
I really wish that he had have just like kind of gone psycho when the dude said, "Oh, we killed the pig."
I was waiting for it, man.
Right? I wish he would have just like.
I was waiting for him to just go off on someone.
I was so mad when I watched
Yeah,
that.
I really wish he had just killed everybody, like, and then just burn down the dude's house. Like, that's what I was waiting for. I was like,
Yeah.
Guess
is
who
it
didn't get
now?
it?
Is it now? And it's like, nope.
Because I didn't watch that.
He doesn't do any of that shit, and somehow it's his most critically acclaimed movie in years.
Yes. I mean, he's very good in it. He's very good in it.
It wasn't bad, but I just expected something different. That's why it pissed me off.
No, dude,
Aaron,
you're
you
not
were
wrong.
not
Like,
at all.
I'm watching that. I keep
I already
thinking
know that.
he's gonna go full John Wick.
Yeah, I think me too.
I mean, he doesn't even have to go John Wick, but if he just like killed the guy,
Just
right?
something.
I
Yeah.
thought he was going to go on a murder spree once they took his pig. I thought he was just going to start killing everybody that didn't tell him where.
And the twist, the movie's about him being a fucking like a Godfather chef. Like everybody knows his name and everything, like a fucking old school chef. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Who gives a
and he looks at this homeless looking dude out in the fucking in the
Yeah,
boonies in fucking Oregon, and he's
Yeah, well, I don't know how we got to that from Meg.
Dude.
But, all right.
I'm really this movie, a huge missed opportunity for the Meg. When the helicopter's just fucking flying over the water, I was so sure the shark was just going to jump up and eat the helicopter.
There was a movie
So-
they did that.
I was
teased
so
it.
fucking
They
sure it
teased
was going to happen, and then it didn't. I'm like, what the hell?
They teased it. There was a movie that happened, like with an alligator or something, and you thought it was going to happen. I thought the same thing. I was like, that motherfucker's going to come up and just bite that fucking helicopter.
Yeah.
I will say, like, the scene where the shark eats the like smaller shark, and they're like, "Oh, we killed the shark, bro!"
Yeah,
and it's
just
like
grab
fucking.
it.
That was
crazy.
that was basically the equivalent of that. That was the best we were gonna get.
Or when they're
Yeah.
lowering the girl in the cage into the water, I'm like, he's clearly gonna fucking swallow this cage. Like,
Yeah, I know. This cage is mad small. This
yeah.
motherfucker's huge.
They're making an emphasis on how unbreakable this is. Like, he's just gonna fucking swallow the whole thing.
Don't
I mean,
break
it's just,
it.
every single one of these scenarios is so predictable. It's like
Yeah.
I know exactly what's going to happen.
Yep, exactly.
I don't know if you can make an original shark movie now.
Well, I mean, you could do, but like, don't do the stereotypical things. Like we saw that in Jaws. They lowered what's his name down in a fucking. They did the same thing. They did the same thing. Do something else.
Exactly.
Do anything else. Like shit.
It's not a cage. It's all because it's the modern times. It's a fucking plastic that
Yeah.
can't break and all that.
Yeah,
shit.
they have new technology. It's the same shit.
Yeah,
It's the same fucking shit.
I am a little pissed off that they waited so long to even show even a silhouette or something of the big ass megalodon. Because
They did wait a while. Yeah.
Yeah, especially in the opening scene where the fucking submarine's being attacked while they're trying to do the rescue. It's like, what the fuck? Why is this taking so long? All you see is the walls start to cave in and all that shit. But I suspect that it was just because the CGI wasn't ready yet.
Maybe.
You know what I mean?
Budget.
So
it was budget reasons.
Yeah.
I think you're
That
on
makes-
that.
I never even thought about that, but that does make a lot of sense because it's like we as an audience already know we're going to see a big ass shark because that's why we fucking. That's why we
Why
all
we showed up.
Yeah.
So you could kind of show the shark and only maybe the people that die see it and Jason Statham's character sees it and that's it.
Or
Because
even just
I had
failed passes in a view or something where the camera's positioned just right. That's all you see in the darkness and the
Okay,
murkiness or something. You know what I mean? Just so you can see how massive this shit is at the
Mhm.
beginning without seeing the scariest part of it, which is its face and mouth being open and shit. You know?
Another predictable part. I knew there was going to be two sharks.
Mm.
You knew there were
100%.
multiple sharks, yeah, of course.
100%. Because here's the reason why. Because the one that they were following, the first one, I think they said it was like 30 feet or something. But a megalodon, like I think even just in the trailer, they mentioned like 50 to 70 feet. So I'm like, wait a minute, what the fuck's going on here? So in my head, I'm like, that's not the right
Well,
size.
you also know when they have this dead megalodon on their boat and there's still over an hour left in the movie. I'm like, this can't be fucking air.
That's another scene. I was hoping when the guy, you're like, oh, take a picture. I thought he was going to get his face. I was hoping the thing.
I was so sure that thing was going to bite his head off.
Yeah. I was like, that would have been cool.
You know,
That's the
an
way
R-rated horror film, that's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
Again, with that beginning shot or whatever, the beginning scene with the initial, turmoil going on with him having to make the sacrifice. When the camera zooms out as they detach, the fucking thing explodes, and you see, a shark or whatnot or something also get disintegrated. And you can only assume he was in the vicinity. It's a nuclear ship. The shit had to get fucked up or blown up. But at the same time, it's like, okay, so how many are there then? If it was these two, that motherfucker got blown up at the other time because none of these look like they were damaged, so it can't be the same ones that was attacking the submarine. You know what I mean? So it's like, so how many are there below that realm of the gas?
Maybe we'll find out in the sequel. There's more coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, like, isn't the whole, like, to me, it was really fucking weird and stupid. It kind of reminded me of Godzilla versus Kong. It's like they go down into some realm. It's like, oh, this is a totally different place. There's things that exist there that...
Because a methane layer, methane that's cold, and the sharks don't like cold, so they're staying underneath or some shit. But isn't underneath it should be cold?
To me, that was
cold,
like... Yeah. That was so weird to me. I was like, whoa, this movie is again, Godzilla vs. Kong is like the same shit. There's some, you go to the
create a tunnel,
different place.
They made a stream come up so it escaped. Like, what?
Nah.
Oh, because the heat or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, they made a fucking, because the thing went up and it made like a heat thing and it made like a fucking, like basically a wormhole.
I mean, we don't need that kind of justification to say there's a big fucking shark.
Yeah, it's huge, man. That motherfucker gonna be down there. No one knows.
They spent time trying to figure out the scientific reasoning to give us that, hey, this hasn't been discovered yet. That, oh, well, the bottom of the ocean isn't actually the bottom of the ocean. You have to go through that.
What is it? 70% of the ocean's not discovered yet?
Oh, dude, the ocean is so big that there's no way that human beings can actually track everything that's there. No way. And so there's tons of shit that, if there's a shark deep down, we're not gonna know.
Which is probably we don't fucking know.
It's a good. I'm sure it's a good thing though, because you already know the way people know. If we can get to 100% of the ocean, that whole thing's gonna be fucked up.
We'll fish it all, kill it all.
I'm watching this movie. I'm like,
this exotic fish is we're gonna eat this shit.
I'm watching this, and I'm like, if this shark's out there eating boats, I'm like, you know what? The ocean doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah,
Fuck
fuck
it.
it. He swallowed a blowhole.
No
Just
such thing
fucking
as boats
shredded it.
anymore.
Nope.
Gone.
Yeah, no boats.
See?
I'm not going on there.
I'm not getting in that fucking water. I don't care what I'm on.
Hell no.
Exactly. Now you understand where I'm coming from, Chris.
But that's not really.
Well, that's just because you can't swim.
I can
That's
swim.
yeah, you can't swim.
we can buy you some
You're-
Duffy floaties.
I'm good.
You could have played the role of the black guy in this movie. At the,
He's like,
But I
I'm
can
not
really,
getting no fucking boat.
I could swim. I just
Yo,
wouldn't get in the
honestly,
ocean.
one thing I could not do, I would not be able to live in that thing where it's underwater.
Nah.
Oh, that
I think I will panic. I think I will panic, man. I'll
I
feel trapped.
don't know. I don't think I could sleep there, but I wouldn't mind going down.
No,
there.
I would go there. I wouldn't be able to stay there. They're like, they're actually living there for a fucking
that
year.
the underwater habitat thing. That again, that's another like been done multiple times
Yeah,
in
a lot
shark
of times.
movies.
Yeah.
Deep Blue
Plus
Sea.
three.
That was what happened. Yeah, a whole bunch of these
Plus
movies.
3D, which was fucking hilarious. That was bad, but it
I
was
mean,
funny.
eventually the choice is going to have to be made: live above or live below, right? You want to live in a space station, or you want to live in the sea? I mean, at least you got a chance to see a SpongeBob. Like
That's true. I'd rather go underwater than in space. You're right.
The other thing too is like when global warming happens and you're living under the water, hey,
You're fine.
you're not going to care at all.
Yeah,
Nope.
you're right there.
Couple feet of sea rise, who cares?
Your ceiling is just going to get a little higher.
Yeah.
Your ceiling's gonna get a little higher. Holy shit,
Okay.
James. That was a good one.
what are you
But
going to
yeah,
do?
this
Yeah,
movie-
now
Yeah,
that we're
I
talking about
really
the-
wish that
Okay.
I really wish those people who were on the beach, they should have fucking.
Me too. I
I
a
just
lot.
really wanted to see a scene where you have all these people. A shark just comes from the side with his mouth open and just fucking
Yeah.
inhales. all
And then see like the wake of the waves with just
Yeah.
fucking blood everywhere, and
Like,
like
the whole-
parts of human
The whole
parts.
weight is just red.
Yeah, and you see a
The thing
fan, you see a leg, you see a head.
I
So
really thought they were going to do that because how many people were there? I was like,
So
okay,
many.
They got too many extras. They're going to wipe out half of these motherfuckers.
Yeah,
But
They
the
should've.
only time they showed a severed limb is when they go to the boat wreckages there at first,
Yeah.
and they're like, "Hey, these sharks don't have fins," and then they're like, "The megalodon even the score," and they pull an arm out of the water
Yeah.
or something like that. That is the only disfigurement.
Like they
Yeah, keep
grabbed the
breaking.
fucking raft and it was dragging them and shit. Like, what? There's a million people around the raft. You would have grabbed them first before the
Because-
fucking...
No, this could have been so much better,
Oh, definitely could have.
but they were clearly trying to keep it PG-13 tops.
Yeah. And they ruined it because doing that. I'm
Yeah.
sure there's a lot of people who still like this movie, but...
I did like though, like so when like the rich guy and all of his friends or whatever, like they killed what they thought was a shark. Like, oh yeah,
They
we
killed the
killed it.
whale.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, give me a tooth. I want a fucking tooth so I can have a souvenir. It's like, this thing doesn't have teeth. And they're like,
They're
fuck
like, oh.
out of here. They try to leave and they get eaten.
Yeah.
And he falls off the boat.
Yeah, he falls off the boat.
That was
But
pretty good where he's on the
I
side
guess
of the
that
whale.
too, because that was too easy. I was like, they're not just going to drop this thing and fucking kill this thing.
Nah,
It's like,
you
come
do
on.
that. Overall, not a bad movie. It's just
No, it's
It's
a
not what I-
mindless.
it's not what I'd want for a shark movie though. It's
No.
like for a shark movie,
Yeah.
you want a bunch of gore. You want to see some cool ass shark kills.
I want like a giant shark like this. I want to see people get swallowed, like fucked up.
Yeah. You want to see some crazy shit happen. That's what you want. When you see these type of movies where it's quote unquote horror, you want that fucking. You want it to be like, okay, well, why is this horror? Like, this is just like people out there fucking with shit as always, getting into shit, getting into shit that they didn't need to be getting into at all.
And honestly, every time I think of Deep Blue Sea with this,
right by the side and fucking chew toy this shit. You know what I mean?
yeah, like in Deep Blue Sea, a guy gets his arm bitten off.
Mm-hmm.
A guy gets eaten, and we see him get eaten. Multiple people get eaten, actually. There's a
Yeah.
guy who's like, the shark uses him as a projectile.
Yeah.
That happens. I'm trying to think what else. We see sharks eat other sharks, actually. We see a shark
Yeah.
fucking like rip apart another shark. And then the person, like the villain, the shark fucking eats her ass too. So there's like 6 different kills that are way
Didn't
better.
the great white like tear apart a hammerhead or something? Was it another?
They start feeding the sharks with other sharks, and we see
Yeah,
two of the
yeah,
sharks kill, and they're like, let's shoot. They double team it. So like one gets the head, then the other one
Yeah,
comes
they-
from behind and gets it, and they rip it in half.
Yeah,
That kill was better than any kill in this movie.
That's true. That is true.
Damn.
Better than any.
I don't know, man. This was just kind of your mindless. It felt like that mindless summer blockbuster movie that you watch just to go watch a movie.
I would never pay for this movie. I would never go see this in the theater. And I did.
I didn't. I didn't. I wouldn't. Nah.
Nope. Wait for that shit to come on fucking TV and I'll watch it. That's what happens.
Yeah. I mean,
Well, I think I'm going to be like that with any shark movie, unless they show
What
a
are we
trailer
doing?
that's
2000
extreme.
to 2019.
What's this? Old school? What's this one? No,
2000 to
that's old school.
2019.
Okay.
I don't remember.
Oh, it didn't land on this one for a while.
No, it hasn't.
Let's see. Let's see.
I don't even know what's on here.
Me either. I forgot what's on what.
It doesn't matter. Yeah,
It don't
I say that like I'm gonna remember what's on any wheel.
Yeah, no, it don't matter.
No words. If you could remember everything from every, I remember.
Oh,
I think
Anchorman.
Is that Constantine?
Oh, my
Yep.
name is Bruce.
Nice Guys, Collateral.
The Best of Youth.
My name
Oh,
is
no.
Bruce.
Is that on there?
That's the 6 hour movie.
You son of a bitch.
That's
Because you
It's
talked
right
about it's going to land on
yeah.
it.
Oh, of course.
You son of a bitch.
Oh, good.
What is it? Garden State?
No, the
No,
best
20-year-old virgin?
that movie's
Oh,
fucking
It's gonna be
hilarious.
Kingdom
That
of
movie.
Heaven.
Ooh, Kingdom of Heaven. That's a 3 hour movie.
Oh. You put that one there?
That sounds familiar, though.
It does sound.
So, by the way, for this movie, it is the director's cut. You have to watch the director's cut. You cannot watch the other
Find
cut.
it.
The other cut's a piece of shit. Do not watch it. Do not pass go.
You can
Director's.
find it.
Who's in
No,
it?
that's the problem. The director. We might have to pay to see the director's cut.
I ain't doing that.
I have to look for it. I'll see where it's at.
All right.
But I actually think that the other cut is harder. The director's cut is the one that's most
The popular one, the better one, so they're pushing that
It's
one
so
up.
much better that the other one I don't think really even exists anymore.
Kingdom
Just
of
like-
Heaven. I
just
know
like,
I've seen that
Batman
name.
versus Superman or whatever that is. They're like, you know what? Fuck the other one. We're just gonna.
Oh, you mean the Snyder cut?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Snyder cut. They're like, fuck the other one. Just dump that one. We're just gonna put out the.
Yeah,
Snyder cut now.
basically.
I was about to say, holy
Nice
shit, that's
guys.
not happening.
No.
This is
England?
England. Oh Jesus
This is
Christ.
England?
What the
Ibrahim,
fuck
what
is
the
that?
hell is this?
Well, this is another pick of mine. Interesting. Okay.
Is it
Oh,
another
what
3 hour
the
movie?
Oh, it's a double Ibrahim week?
I mean, I put this. I feel like I put this on there. Well, I don't know if I did actually. To be honest, I probably did. But
Well, I don't know.
This is more of like one that I haven't seen yet.
This
so-
just sounds white.
Oh, okay. You didn't see it.
Winner
So
of
that's-
Best
haven't
Film
seen
at what film festival?
But it's supposed to
The
be
one
good.
that 5 people showed up to.
This is England. All right.
This
There
is
was only 3 movies to choose from.
Wait, what?
What?
It's at the top of the thing. It said winner of best film, and I said at what movie festival?
yeah.
5 people showed up.
Yeah,
to.
yeah.
Oh, just a heads up. I think I have COVID.
At the Krusty Cracker Film Awards.
No, James, keep that in your back pocket for that 6 hour movie.
Yeah, good idea. Gonna say that get out of jail free card.
I didn't have COVID last week. I just drank a lot of beer in a very short amount of time, apparently.
So
Oh.
this is
Oh, that's right. Oh, you just had a long lasting hangover.
What was the other movie called? This is England. What was the other one called?
and
This is England.
Kingdom of Heaven.
Yeah,
Now, this is
Kingdom of
England is an hour and 40 minutes. So
Oh, that's not bad.
I know I've seen Kingdom.
of
I
Heaven
haven't
is the
seen
director's cut. Is that a video game?
Is it an artsy film? Is it political?
Kingdom of Heaven. I know I have at least seen the trailer for at some point.
yeah,
It
I
sounds
think
like
a lot of
video
people.
game.
It's not. A
You
video.
know the Kingdom Hearts game, James?
No, I love that game. Don't crack on it. No,
Right?
don't talk
Thank
shit
you.
about that
I'm
game.
just saying. I'm just saying. Are you thinking of that? Because the whole kingdom.
No. There's like Elder Scrolls. There's always a lot of Kingdom games.
There's a lot of it that's just all in the same genre. there.
Yeah, it's the RPG fucking back in the medieval times shit.
You got a Hamilton head you can switch to there, Aaron.
Let me see.
Wow,
Do you
I
have like
almost
a
said-
George Washington
Wow.
wig or something? You know what I mean?
You got yeah.
I almost said something fucked up.
I bet.
Stop myself.
That's why I
I
came
said
in real
stop.
quick. It's like, wait, because I was
I
gonna
said
say all he
stop
has to do is
myself.
take the fish head off, and he's ready to go.
You
but-
would never see me on the show never again. I would have got canceled.
Let's see.
Facebook will block me for a year.
No, there's no Hamilton thing. Hang on. What the hell is this?
George Washington.
Some
George
kind of
Washington.
Washington wig.
Yeah, that's all you need. You need one of those fucking wigs, man.
Oh, that's
Just look like a president wig or something. A president, yeah, president. What did they call him? They had a name. It wasn't just a wig. I think it was like a
They got
proper
Robert.
name.
the turncoat. What's his name? General Lee, Robert E. Smith, or what the fuck's it? Ulysses?
Robert E. Lee.
I don't think they have that.
Do they got a Donald Trump one?
George
Close
Washington.
enough.
Does it make your face George Washington?
You said they got a Donald Trump one that's close enough. Oh shit!
Do they have a? No, let me stop. It's not for this movie anyway.
I swear they had a name to these things. What the
I have
fuck?
to go all natural here.
What was it? Kingdom of Heaven.
just your smiling face.
I'm looking forward to seeing these trailers.
Kingdom of Heaven. I might have to send you guys a file for Kingdom of Heaven. So
Are you at least? There you go.
Yeah, there you go. It works.
oh, nice. Yeah.
Presidential 30 right now.
I'll take it.
That's
Like
what's up.
president.
I don't know. I'm gonna give Hamilton a 6 too. I'm sixes this week. Like I'm not a fan of musicals, but this isn't. I don't know. It's a film of the actual play. The music was certainly more contemporary, and watching the play instead of an actual film version based on the play, more interesting to me than any fucking.
I'll go last because everybody put
So-
Yeah.
I'm gonna say I would give this a pretty high rating, but then I sat in the front row and then King George spat on me, so I'm gonna give it a little bit of lower rating. But I will give this an 8. I think it's good. I think it's very good.
All right, hang on, Ibrahim. Before we even go past that, you gotta just explain that whole shit you just said.
Did you not watch this movie? Did you not watch this movie?
Spit, man.
Aaron literally did not watch the movie. Like he's singing the song and he's spitting, and you can see the
spit
spit.
and drool down his face and shit.
No, you seen this in person?
Like,
Aaron, did you watch when you watch this movie? They do a close up of him singing the song, and you see the spit flying out of his mouth.
Flying out. Like
No,
a
but
window
no,
white
I'm asking
flying
you. Do you really see this in the front row? That's what I'm.
No, but what I'm talking about is the fact that we're watching the movie. We can see him spitting. That's the joke.
But in the play, you would have
You
been
threw
in the
me
front
off.
row. You would have got spit on.
You literally would have gotten spit on. Like you can see him spitting out of his mouth, and it's like not a little bit. It's not like a little. It's like. Blah, blah, blah.
You got to remember, Aaron. This is a real Broadway play.
I know.
Like, so if he's singing and he's spitting, that motherfucker's spitting on you.
He's spitting.
Oh my gosh, I'd be so mad.
And I'm sure on purpose,
On purpose, man.
under the guise that he can do it.
Yeah.
Because
People pay a lot, man. How much were those seats, man?
Oh, just for like they had it at Proctor's, and it's not even Broadway. It was expensive, I heard.
Yeah, you might be
Proctor's-
paying.
without
like,
Lin-Manuel.
Proctor's in Schenectady. There's like a little fucking thing that they do plays and
yeah,
Little theater type. Yeah.
Little-
you're paying. You're paying $5,000 to get spit on.
yeah, exactly, probably. Yeah.
now, when I say at Proctor, it was like $100.
We're gonna stay away from that subject.
Where you were sitting for okay seats. I didn't even check for the down front row seats.
Yeah, and that's without Lin-Manuel.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
But yeah, I gave it a 6.
All right.
I'm with Ibrahim.
Oh, 8. All right.
8 all day. Yep. 30.
You, Aaron.
I gave it a 4.
Wow. Okay.
It just
Okay. So is that good for you in a musical? Is that higher than you thought you were gonna give it?
it's not bad. It's decent.
That's
It's
about
all right.
what I thought you were gonna give it. I thought you were gonna
Like
give it 4 or 5.
I enjoyed the way that the music was portrayed, but I didn't really care.
Aaron don't like learning. He
How
falls
did
asleep.
you didn't listen to the story?
The story was boring. I didn't care.
How was it boring? Oh,
It was just
All right.
boring.
It's history. It's history. Like I
Listen,
said.
I don't think
No,
so
we're in
much that
training. As soon as someone's teaching you something, he goes.
no. I don't think it's so much that it's boring. I think it's just fucking long.
That too.
It
If
is
was like
too,
an hour.
this whole play might be longer than fucking Hamilton's life. That's what it felt like.
That's what I said.
Actual
Too.
life.
Yeah, you said that. That was hilarious.
You cut an hour off of this, you may get a 6 from me. But
Wow. Okay.
yeah, but you lose a lot of the story with the hour not being there. You know what I mean?
No,
You wouldn't
I
have
think
to
we're
think
fine
about,
with
like,
that.
the dilemmas of life. Well,
I'm with all that bullshit.
That's what the textbooks do, though. You know what I mean? The textbooks cut out that shit that makes you human and only gives you what the praise was, and that's it. Instead of showing this motherfucker was defiling of women, he was all over his sister-in-laws. Like
That's
but
an
then he was
entirely
still such a
different.
great man, trying to help the nation. Which
It's different
we
what
now
they
know
tell
his
you.
economic
Yeah.
systems kind of also fucked us. But either way,
This is the behind the scenes, what no one knew.
I'd rather
The
see
real
that in
story.
movie form than a long ass play.
I don't. Maybe I don't know. All
so
right,
the
I'm
same
up. So
exact
everybody wants to
show,
get their
just in a movie
what do you
form
think?
for the 2 hours and 40 minutes would have been better for you.
Say it again.
So the same exact show, just in a movie form for 2 hours and 40 minutes, would have been better for you if it would have been a movie production.
A better, yeah, I think
Special
so.
effects showing like
Was
the
it?
battle scenes and shit like that probably would have helped engage you more.
Or was it because the
Yeah.
music? Well, I can't say because the music was too fast. So,
No, the music was fine. It was just boring. It was just
all
boring.
right. So I'm up. So what did everybody think? Over and under is 3.5. What did everybody think I got?
I think
I went
James
under.
gave it.
I went
I
under.
think James gives it a 4.
I said over.
I said under 3.5.
Do you have a score you think I'm going to give it?
No,
Me?
I don't have one for this.
You don't have one. You don't think?
I would
thought
say
you-
2. I would bet on 2.
I thought you were gonna do 4 or 5. I'm hoping for a 5 here.
All right, you ready?
I'm hoping for 5.
You ready?
Yeah. Let's do it.
6.
Oh, wow, I was way off. I was way off. Okay.
James,
I'm
James and
gonna-
I are on the same page this week.
I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why right now. This is what saved it. I didn't mind learning the history stuff. In the beginning, the first song was, I was like, this is going to be a long fucking thing. That song was garbage. It started, the song, then let's start. I like the rap battles with Jefferson and Hamilton. I
That
thought
was
they were
cool.
funny.
With
Thought they
George
were
Washington, with Washington kind of leading us.
So
Yeah.
this is what saved it. Jefferson's character, hilarious.
Okay.
The
Yep.
king, hilarious.
Okay.
And that's what saved it. Like, I was laughing. I actually laughed. I did not expect to laugh in a fucking musical. And I looked at my wife. I was like, all right. I was
No,
like,
good.
that was
The
funny.
King
I'll give it
George-
credit. It got me. That was funny. That king was fucking
The king is
funny.
great. The
The
king is
King
great.
George
He's
was
the best
great.
character. Best character, I think.
I laughed
He's
at like the
fucking
line where he says, "We'll kill your friends and family to remind you of my love."
I mean,
Exactly.
like, I legitimately, "You'll Be Back" is a song that I can listen to all the time. I mean, it's really fucking good to me.
That's that.
really
Yeah.
Yeah.
That song.
Da,
Yeah,
da,
that's
da,
what
da,
I-
da,
Like,
da, da, da,
hilarious.
da. Yeah.
This
It was
is,
fucking
I will,
hilarious.
like,
It's
this
really
is the first musical I've watched, and that I can say that I wouldn't be upset if the soundtrack came on or something like that.
There you
Oh,
go.
okay.
I
But
probably-
no,
I
I
wouldn't
was
listen to it.
surprised. I was honest. I said I'm going to be honest on this, and I looked at my wife and I was like, I'm honestly going to tell you, this was not bad. I was like, I didn't mind this one.
They had sections
Does
where
that
they
mean I'm
came
gonna
up
go
with
watch it
Nas
multiple
verses
times?
and songs
No,
and
I'm
shit?
not.
Like,
Yeah, I'm not going to watch it multiple times. You're going to get a one time from me,
Yeah.
and you're going to get my scores. And hey, wasn't that bad? I'm not going to go back to it. I'm done.
nah.
I
See,
would
I
never
wouldn't mind
watch
watching it again. Probably not so close in proximity of time, but
I
like if
can't,
it came
man.
on again next year and we were watching her, she was like, "Hey, you want to check out blah blah?" I'd be like,
Nah.
"Yeah." To be honest with you, I'd want to see it live. Honestly, if it was with the same cast or original cast, I would.
I think,
definitely want to see
honest,
it live.
I'll say,
You
I'll
know
say
what?
this.
Actually, I could see. I would go see it live. I won't lie. I'll go see it.
This live, I'll say that this live, I'd probably enjoy way more than fucking watching it like I did today. Just because the atmosphere of a I've never been to a musical. I've been to plays. Just to
I've
be in
never
the
been. I
atmosphere.
never been to any. I never.
Just
been
being in
to
the atmosphere of a play is so much better than watching that same play, say, on TV. It just takes away from it. So I feel possibly I may like the musical better in person because again, you're in the atmosphere, but I'm not sitting in the front row.
I'm
Yeah,
talking
maybe.
like the rap battles, like when Jefferson.
That's
and
what I'm
Hamilton
saying.
go
Like
back
there
and
was a
forth. Yo, that
section
shit
there
was
where
funny
they
when
even
they're
played
dissing
off
each
of
other.
fucking Nas's
It was
verses.
okay, but it was
Yeah.
just it was just they were talking about shit I don't care about. I don't
See,
care.
I think that's
How
the
do you
thing,
not
Aaron.
care
Like,
about where the fuck this country and all the bullshit
Because
that
it's a bunch
started
of
it came
bullshit.
from?
This country's a bunch
Like,
of bullshit. It's a
that's the
bunch of
thing.
bullshit.
Like,
I
if
don't
you
care.
actually understand what they're rapping about and you actually care, then it becomes really good. And for me, like, since I actually get it and care, it's like, this is really clever. Like,
Right.
it's really,
Yeah.
really, really clever.
See,
Like,
with me, with history is like this in the middle, and what they did, they talked about the history, and they made it a little clever with the fucking rap battles. I was like, oh, okay, that's pretty cool. I like how they said that and how they dissing each other and shit like that. I was like, okay, that's cool.
Like that stuff was cool, it was fun or whatever, and then beating the tables and rapping, I like that, but still, it wasn't enough to be like, oh yeah, this was awesome, this was fun. It was okay.
And Washington's song wasn't bad either. When that
Not at
motherfucker
all.
came in,
There
like,
was some
okay.
great voice talent on that cast.
Yeah, I was like,
I could definitely see the appeal of seeing this thing live.
yeah,
Like
exactly.
the experience. It
I
doesn't
would.
seem
My-
like
my wife-
there's anything like it.
The
My wife
original
would love
cast
to get
is
me to go see it.
really fucking good. Like, what was it, Leslie Odom Jr.? I feel like everybody in this original cast, they're all doing really good
Listen,
shit.
like I'm listening to this. I'm like, I don't know who's the worst singer here, and like I couldn't even pick anybody, but I thought the women in particular sounded awesome.
Eliza and the darker skinned sister.
Yeah, Eliza and her sister. I thought they were the two best singers in the entire fucking cast.
Yeah, they're good.
I think my favorite song was the darker sister song about one in Hamilton who's now married to Elise or something like that. But whatever song she's singing when she introduces him to her sister. I think that was my favorite song.
Mine was the King one. I can't. It was so fucking. It's in your
That
head,
one
so
is-
catchy.
That was just funny.
The thing is, in my head, I didn't sing out loud, but I knew the part was coming. We were gonna go da 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 da. I was like, oh shit, fuck. Like, god damn it! It's in my head. I was like, fucking bastard, damn it.
I really like that song too, like The Room Where It Happened. Like that song's really
Oh, that
Yep.
yeah, that song was
that's like my
yeah.
second favorite song.
Yeah. Well, they did it twice because it was like it came up again later on.
That was one of the more cool things about the movie is like they literally keep bringing back the same themes and notes from the beginning throughout the different kinds of songs they have going on.
Yeah.
Like all through the movie, through the end.
Yeah.
Except the context changes and
Yeah.
you can see the different emotion in each side each time they do it where the dynamic
Yeah.
he becomes bitter and fucking angry at the end, and now it's I'm gonna be the man in that room. You know what I mean? It's like I realize you've been stopping me my whole life. I'm gonna be the man in that room.
There was, of course, a reference to Albany being corrupt that I caught. I don't know if anybody else caught that.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you think about how much history there is, even just in this area, if you really do, I mean, we have Schuylerville up north. We have the Schuyler Mansion down right here in Albany. You know what I mean? So, like, there's tons of things that are still relevant to this area, especially with Battle of Potenskill, Battle of Leicester. You know what I mean? Like, we live in the area where this shit was going on during the Civil War, and they had to retreat to because New York City was the original fucking capital, and then they moved it upstate while they were trying to move inland. Like, if you listen to it, they were also saying, hey, maybe we need to figure out a way where we're not going west, because initially they wanted to flee westward towards, like, California and the Midwest. Instead, they went up and redeveloped their action plan or whatnot. And like I said, man, if you're into this type of stuff and you listen to the words, and even if you can draw some type of a connection to it, like, oh fuck, like, all right, they're talking about these major events that occurred, and you think about the fourth, you know, the original founding fathers and all that shit, and now you're getting a little bit of a depiction of some of their personal on and how they actually interacted with each other. And it wasn't just all right, fellas, we're the top echelons. We're gonna know these dudes were trying to do their thing. They were soldiers first. They worked from the bottom up, and this is a story of an immigrant that did it. So that's why it's so, you know, profound, and it's such a connection to so many people, because this is America. This is what you're allowed to do. You're allowed to be an immigrant that comes and builds himself.
I mean, especially like the whole beginning too, where they tell his story. Like this dude, he's basically a dude from Jamaica who comes to America, and he's an immigrant, and he becomes really, really powerful, really, really powerful because, you know, in the middle, like he is the right hand man of George Washington. George Washington basically just listens to him the whole time. It does what he says and does what he wants.
Yeah.
And then that becomes a problem, and they you know, he gets into it.
Yeah.
Because when they're developing all the pamphlets and they're coming up with, you know, all of these amendments and stuff like that to change some of the other things to build it when they're trying to defect from, you know, and they're actually on their own. One guy gets sick, only writes 12 or 15 of the pamphlets. Another guy writes 34, and he ends up writing 51 or some shit out of 180 different fucking things that they wrote. It's like, all right, who you think is the reason the country is the way it is at this point? Like, you know what I mean? Yes, we can debate George Washington or Masons or whatever, you know, whatever secret war they led and their spies and all that. But when it came down to the development and the execution, and then where we are led to now at this point in economics and politics.
He came up with the go to steal the cannons. and all that shit. Like,
And I don't know if you guys
Supporting
realize
cast,
this,
man.
but they also sung about Democrat Republicans, not just Democrats and Republicans. It was one party.
Democratic
Exactly.
It
Republican.
was supposed to be
Yeah.
bipartisan. It was supposed to be for the people, which they also took no pay for initially doing all of that shit.
Yep. I do have one thing I can say about Hampton is a dumbass. He killed his kid.
He didn't mean to.
Well, dude, you don't go to a fucking duel and say put your gun up in the air and shoot. Like that guy is going to go, oh. Because when you hit 10, you turn around, you automatically pull the trigger. That dude's not paying attention. You fucking aiming a gun up in the air. He's going to fucking pull the trigger and shoot you. I'm like, the fuck? That he did it at the end. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You didn't learn? Your son? It didn't work for your son? I'm like,
no, he did, but he also processed his choices and what led him there. And he was like, you know what? What do I do?
Yeah.
What do I do at this point? He's been destroyed in the public eye. He's been destroyed emotionally between his kid dying and the shit he did to his wife. He's still trying to fight for the dream, but at the same time, he's being written off and nobody cares anymore. So at this point, let me be at peace.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That was like a bad idea.
They portrayed him as basically trying to redeem himself at the end there.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely, and I'm sure anybody would.
Which was interesting.
And they didn't mention about the one that killed his son. Did they ever get him? Like, try?
No, that shit was one and
No,
done.
it's legal, man. It's a duel. It's
everything's legal in Jersey.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's funny. Good. Oh man.
So like there was a bunch of trivia on this, and I didn't take the time to read it all. I just jotted down a couple things. Like it took Lin-Manuel Miranda 6 years.
Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Yes, Manuel. He wrote this over 6 years, and I think it paid off for him.
Yeah, he's getting paid. He now lives on like the fucking Upper East Side. That's where he lives.
Yeah.
Like the book came out in I want to say 2004 that inspired this. He took 6 years to 2010, and then off Broadway it was like 2013 or something like that, and then on Broadway it was like 2015, 16.
He stopped playing Hamilton in 2016. He did it again in 2018 for a couple times for a fundraiser for someplace that got hit by a hurricane. I forgot where. But I mean,
Haiti?
The show's still going, right? I assume this show is still.
Oh yeah, it was just last year. It was in Proctor's, I think.
I mean, still going is like, after 2020, it's kind of it's back. Let's put it that way. It's back.
It's back.
Yeah.
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 Most things got totally wiped out by COVID. Anything like fucking, it got like the whole industry got obliterated. It was done. Gone.
Yeah. So the cost of filming, because this was literally just a show they did in 2016 that they filmed as an independent movie financed by just 3 producers. They spent less than $10 million filming the play. And then in February 2020, Disney paid $75 million for the rights to release it.
It was worth it. They said that it was like
ticket sales and merchandising and all that shit that they've had already for
believed to be the largest price ever paid for a single film acquisition.
They said that there was like the largest in terms of like a sign up bump. It was the largest single thing that caused an increase in signups for Disney Plus.
Oh yeah, their apps got down. What was it when this came out? Their app got downloaded 74% increase or something like that. I don't like. It was crazy.
That's crazy.
Not even Milan could do that.
Yeah,
fuck Milan. I heard the live action was garbage.
That's what I'm saying. Disney thought that was going to be the big deal for them, and nope.
That's wild.
Then they had 100 microphones recording the onstage movie version and everything. Miranda allowed 2 obscenities to be deleted to secure the PG-13 rating.
Yeah. I love when there was a couple the song about the adultery, and he's like, "When you fuck," and he's getting has to go.
So a couple F-bombs cut out.
Yeah,
that's funny.
They did it tastefully though. Those cutouts were definitely done with humor in mind, so it worked perfectly.
Yep.
But then
I didn't know they were going to put comedy in there, like the rap battles and everything. And I was like, I thought it was going to be like a straight up like history lesson. like
This
just
was such a
singing.
crazy and diverse casting as well that I was very pleased with watching and like, oh shit, okay, it's not completely whitewashed. We have some lighter brown tones. We got some white. We got some dark. We got characters that I've seen on TV show syndications. We got a singer I've seen on some shit. It's like, all right, and the voices that I recognize that I don't necessarily know their face or their name, but I'm like, I know that sound. It's like, yo, that's dope.
I mean, the cast is basically the best part of this whole show.
Oh yeah,
A lot of black people and a lot of Latinos are in it, which is basically the whole idea. Really, is like it's like reframing the history in a way that's kind of more inclusive because you have these types of people presenting the history. It makes it more palatable.
Yeah.
First time, it's still for me. It was.
I was a little shocked to see Washington as a bald-headed brown guy.
Yeah.
No, I'm not gonna lie. That like when they first introduced him, I'm like, oh, okay. Like you're on Broadway.
Yeah.
You're on Broadway, man. Though, but if you get the right person that can sing and they do what you need, then people forget about that easily. Like I totally forgot.
Yep.
Like once I heard him in character, I'm like, okay, this works.
Yep.
I mean, they do that for who's the guy who plays Jefferson? That dude's black.
Yo, that dude was fucking funny though. He
Yeah,
had the
really
pimp
good.
walk. He had the fucking pimp walk.
Yeah. Yeah, that song like after the break that he's coming out dancing and shit. It's like it's really great.
Who's the? He reminded me of the guy from.
Now you're thinking Cat Williams. Wait.
He reminded me of the guy
from the show. You're talking about the curly-haired guy?
Yeah, the guy.
Yeah, he's a comedian. He can. Yeah.
Hold on.
Okay.
Yeah,
I mean, I've seen him in some other Train Spotting.
Maybe. Yeah.
He's in that.
I think he reminded me of Andre 3000 from Outkast.
The bald-headed dude I know from Chicago Fire. He's one of the firefighters on the show.
What the fuck?
The big black dude, Madison, or I think it was Madison.
How's he not a main character? Where the fuck is Jefferson in this shit?
Good luck. That's a big ass cast. Good luck finding it.
Yeah, it is. I know, but he was like one of the main characters. He's just been on top of the list here. Let's see. I'll find him.
Where was Hamilton from? With that real life, like
he was born in Jamaica.
No. I'm saying not the character. I mean the guy who played him. Like I'm trying to put a finger to his voice. Like is he like was or something?
You're talking about Lin-Manuel Miranda. Where is he from?
Is he the guy who played Hamilton in this movie?
Yeah,
he played Hamilton.
Oh, he's the creator of it?
Yeah.
Shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Kudos.
I mean, he's the shit, dude. Like I hear them playing these Encanto songs on the radio a lot, which he wrote. We're talking about Tick Tick Boom, which he directed.
Yep.
What was the other one? In the Heights, which he also wrote the songs for and directed, which was another thing that he did off Broadway.
That was his first.
Like he's fucking huge. He's huge, and he just winning all the time.
That's what's up. Good for him.
Yeah.
That's definitely dope for him.
Like I said, he's living on the Upper East Side right now. That's where he lives.
David Diggs.
Move back into the projects with Abuelita. Go enjoy this shit. Take everybody to Disneyland.
Oh shit!
The whole project building, the whole Marcy project. Just take them all.
Yeah. No, I was shocked. I thought I was gonna hate this fucking thing.
I thought you were gonna too, Jay.
I'm so happy and glad that you enjoyed it.
I really thought I was gonna fucking hate it bad. I was like,
I didn't think I was gonna hate it, but
no, you don't understand the passion I hate about musicals. I hate musicals.
I hate musicals too, especially after sitting through Cats.
Yeah, fuck Cats.
That was fucking awesome.
Yeah, Cats is really bad. So Miranda, he's from Manhattan. He was born in Manhattan. He was born in he was raised in Inwood. I have no idea where that is. You guys might know, but that's where he's from. Inwood, New York, and Manhattan.
Okay, so the guy who played Jefferson's name is David Diggs. He's an actor, singer, producer, writer, and rapper. He's a vocalist of the experimental hip hop group Clipping. I never heard that fucking group ever.
Yeah, he's very talented. He's basically, like I said, a comedian and a rapper. And
he's in Snowpiercer, the Little Mermaid production. What? Oh, he plays Sebastian's voice.
Sebastian?
Yeah. Black.
Are you talking about the one? Are you talking about the one that's going to come out?
In post production right now.
Okay,
2020.
that's another Miranda, Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Ooh,
Oh, it's
film.
probably gonna be a fucking hit. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's in that TV show Blackish.
Yep. Plays Dre's brother, I think.
Oh no, he plays brother, his wife's brother.
Rainbow's brother. That's right. Yeah.
2022. He's gonna be in the new Fraggle Rock.
Nice.
Which I believe the
did a
Foo Fighters
commercial.
wrote the theme song for.
Nice.
Okay.
He's in Bob's Burgers.
Yeah.
Yo, this dude is in everything. Right
Yeah.
Hey man, talented fucker.
He's very like
Oh,
I don't know if you've
yeah.
seen like in Train Spotting, like he's really fucking.
Oh yeah, it said Train Spotting. He's in that. Yeah.
I saw that like maybe a year ago. I was like, holy shit, this.
He did a commercial with the Cookie Monster, bro, for Grubhub. I think.
That's the highlight right there.
Hell yeah. Fucking Cookie Monster orders a ton of shit because he was hungry and he wanted cookies. So he's like,
Top of the resume.
I'll call
Yeah.
I'll call some friends to help us eat all of this. There's like $5 people like with tons of shit. He's like, I'm hungry. I want cookie.
Okay.
Top of the resume.
Yo, the way Cookie Monster talks is like somebody learning English. Fucking hilarious.
Yo, there was a short time in Sesame Street where they changed it because people were complaining about fucking health. It went to like he was eating fucking like vegetables.
Oh, come on.
What?
But then they were like, yo, fuck this. We're going back
I'm
to
the veggie monster.
Yeah, like
They even made it. He was like, oh, I'm trying to eat healthy. He's like, oh, vegetables. But they went back to cookies. He's like, yo, fuck this shit. I'm eating my cookies, man.
we need to do
I went on a
skit.
diet. It didn't work.
Yeah, we gotta do a skit where he fucking hears that he gets fired from Sesame Street, so he starts his own show called the Coochie Monster.
Yeah,
And he
exactly.
starts devouring cooches.
Oh, God.
Nom 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 nom.
I feel like that's already out there.
Probably.
There is a fucking like R-rated dirty version of Sesame Street.
There's got to be like that's low hanging fruit.
I forgot what it's called.
Well, they did a movie a couple years ago that flopped really badly. That was like an R-rated.
Yeah, with Melissa McCarthy.
With Melissa McCarthy. Yeah.
What was it? Daytime, Happy Time, something.
Happy Time, the Happy Time Murders.
Yeah, that's right.
Which I enjoyed. I thought that shit was funny as hell.
I mean, it's an R-rated movie with Muppets.
I
There
know
we go.
it's seen it.
Jim Henson and everything production. Yeah,
Yes, it was a Jim Henson.
Henson studio production. Yep.
I mean, although
That's not on the wheel.
to be fair, Jim Henson is dead, and it's his kids, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
the kids can do
They're
whatever.
like,
the fuck they want.
finally make one
Yes,
of these.
exactly. They're like, finally, yes.
Do something
Yes.
we want to do.
I can do this. I can do this puppet
Got to
porn.
adjust to the times. Give the people what they want.
That's
What
what we
would
want.
your father think? He's dead and he would never understand.
Yeah.
We run it now. You want your job? Make the movie.
Or he wanted us-
Are you kidding me?
What
He
the
was-
people want.
This is what he really wanted to put out. He just started
He
out with
was
kid
fucking
shit.
these
He wanted
puppets
weird.
in private. Now we're just putting it on screen.
Next
Wow.
time I'm on the hub, I'm gonna do some searches.
Jim Henson,
my
puppet
God.
fucker.
Puppet
Dude,
parodies.
I bet there's something out there. There's something out there.
Oh,
I
there
know
has-
there is.
There
there's
is.
definitely something out there.
Probably.
Oh. I'm not searching for it. You do that, Chris. That's all you.
I'm
Let
not
us know.
Jim Henson, puppet fucker.
So, puppet fucking. This is what we're getting.
Oh shit!
Holy fuck.
He loved the Muppets. Man. He loved them.
Oh yeah, he did.
Like
Muppet
they were
fucker.
real people.
That's how he christened everyone he created. He was like,
Do you
"You guys
remember
gotta
that?
leave
Do you
the
remember
room."
that show on Comedy
Why do you
Central
think
where they would,
Kermit's eyes were so white?
Oh, Crank
Like-
Yankers?
yeah, Crank Yankers. Like they did this shit where they would do prank calls and you'd have a puppet play it out. That shit was really funny.
Oh, that
Yeah,
shit's
That
hilarious.
shit's
That's
great.
really funny because they got.
I heard it. I heard it. Wait, actually, I heard it's coming back.
I hope so.
I've heard that a
think
few
it is.
times, and then it kind of has. I don't know. That's weird.
I think that's coming back, and Celebrity Deathmatch is coming back.
I've heard Celebrity Deathmatch for years was coming back or somehow.
Yeah.
somehow.
Yeah.
I don't
It's
know
probably
who
taking.
pulled it up.
Oh, it's animated. It's probably taking.
Yeah, exactly.
There's also
And it's like claymation. Wasn't that the original shit was like claymation?
Yeah.
Which
That was good. That was so much fun, though.
It was. You had like two people that you did not know they'll match up. They're like Britney Spears versus. You're like, what
Stone
the
Cold
fuck?
Steve Austin or something.
Yeah.
Like,
Alice
And then
Cooper.
And Britney Spears would win by
Yeah.
some weird
Yeah, she'll do something
It was
crazy.
just so ridiculous.
It was always the person you never expected would win.
Yeah, she'll
By
burn her
something.
whole hair off, and she'll burn their face.
I remember there was one like someone was about to kill the other person, and they were in the ring, and then the fucking thing on top of the ring fell and it killed him.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I
was like,
Oh, got cut out.
yeah,
There you go.
I pressed the space bar and then it
Celebrity
blew my-
Deathmatch is one of the few positives that has come from MTV, not playing music.
Yes, I agree. There's Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah,
Celebrity
Beavis and
Deathmatch.
Butthead's coming back on Paramount
Yes,
Plus.
I heard that too. I was like, I don't know
Yeah,
how they're
fucking
fucking gonna do it. I hope it's funny.
Man, I have no idea how they're gonna do, because wasn't like the whole conceit of that was they were watching fucking
Music
MTV.
videos. Yeah,
Music
they'll show a real music video, then there'll be a little skit with them, then back to music videos.
Yeah.
Like,
So
how are
it's
they gonna
like-
do that shit? I don't know.
Well, they're not, yeah, they're probably
I
not
don't
gonna
know,
do
they did a
that. I don't know
movie.
what they're gonna do. Like they're gonna do
Yo,
something else.
The movie.
Are they
was
doing
great.
a show or a movie? They're doing a movie, aren't they?
No, they're doing a show.
No, they already did the movie. Beavis and Butthead Does America. They did that.
No, I know
the-
that,
the-
but I was wondering if they're gonna do it.
No, they're doing
Oh
a
no,
show.
they're bringing the show back. They're bringing
King of the Hill
TV.
too. Same guy.
Yeah, all
Okay.
that.
King of the Hill,
Oh, are they
that
really?
I would be.
And
I was like,
Okay.
Futurama.
Oh, Futurama's coming
Yeah, but
back.
they
That's
didn't. They
right.
haven't signed the original Bender to play
Yeah,
the voice.
Bender
So
don't. He's not going to. He
He's
don't
not
want to
doing
do
it.
He's not doing
They
it.
won't pay him.
So people are going to be pissed off that they're going to have to replace him, unless they do a whole new different robot. I don't know.
I'm more mad
Tinder.
at fucking the guy who makes
Tinder.
Wolverine die. But
Yeah,
Tinder.
Tinder.
robot.
Grinder.
The robot. Tinder's
Grinder.
dead.
There you go. Grinder. There you go.
Jim Henson, Muppet fucker.
Then his theme song when he comes in the room is Man Parts or whatever that fuck that song is.
Yeah,
Oh, yo, oh my god, Ibrahim, you just missed it.
Yeah, you missed that, man. You
we
gotta-
gotta play it for him after.
Yeah, we
it's
gotta play
fucking
for that.
Hilarious.
shit's
It's
fucking great.
ridiculous. Just
Well, I'll explain it before we play it afterwards. I'll tell you what it's from.
James is the one who sent this to us. So
Yo, yeah.
you know it's gonna be fucked up.
Trolling the net, James. Trolling the net for any kind of nasty,
I got it
the
from
real
TikTok.
freak nasty shit. He always
Tik-
finds it.
He's a freak, man.
TikTok, where I just wanted to find out who sings the song.
James is the kind of guy where if he dies, one of us needs to throw out his laptop.
Yeah,
Make sure it can't be found.
I feel like that needs to be a service where they wipe all your shit, delete everything, destroy everything.
It'll be phone, not laptop. Nothing
His
on
phone.
laptop.
We need to
Nothing
destroy
on
his
laptop.
phone so he can't.
Podcast stuff only on laptop. That's it.
Mm.
I don't use my laptop. Seriously, my laptop sits here only until I do podcasts.
yeah, but believe it or not, most celebrities nowadays have a burner device for surfing and doing other things. So a second computer, a second phone, just for
It don't matter. That
Browsing
fucking
shit.
that shit still
They-
gets leaked.
yeah, they- But like how? But then how does shit like Kevin Durant happen, where this motherfucker is like he posts on his burner?
I'll
How
be
do you do
right-
that? How the fuck do you do that?
Balls.
Stupidity.
You just have the balls and not care.
I don't think. Well, he
Either
deleted
that or
this
you're
shit.
so dumb you don't know.
I think it's stupidity. I think
Drunk
it's stupidity.
high. Don't be on your burner account trying to
Yeah,
drunk or
Like,
high and shit.
and then he's like responding to some shit like, "Oh man, KD fucking he quit on Westbrook." It's like, "No, I didn't quit on Westbrook. Westbrook was a piece of shit." And it's like, "What the fuck?"
Wait, what? Who is this?
I mean, I just find it so interesting that you can be a multimillionaire and you're that petty where you're fucking there's 19-year-olds in your DMs and shit and you're fucking getting at them.
Yeah.
Fuck all that bullshit.
Man, if I had that kind of money, like I wouldn't give two fucks what some rando idiot on the internet give a shit about me. I would not give a fuck what you thought. Like I'd just be like, I'm a fucking millionaire and I'm flying a jet to some other place. Bye bye. I don't care. OKC fan 2121, you can fuck off. I don't give a shit what you think.
post a picture like this is how I escape social media, and you're fucking leaving on a jet plane. It fast forwards to you on a
Private
beach.
jet.
Well,
I
yeah.
saw there was a what's it, Carmelo Anthony? He did this post to kind of like say fuck the haters, where it was him and like it was some really bougie place in New York. He's got like a glass of wine or some shit. He's basically saying, "Hey, look, I'm rich, fuck you," which is kind of funny.
I don't get mad when people do that, when people are talking so much shit about them. It's like, all right, you know what, motherfucker? I'm where you wish you could be. You can't,
Dude,
you can't even afford to get in here.
If you are a person who can actually play in any professional sports league, even if you're not a starter, you are one of the best athletes in the planet.
Right.
It's
at
very
that
true.
thing, period. And so there's no normal human is close to them in terms of success.
No, I'm just saying where you can get, like, you know what I mean? Like the doors you can get into just for being you. And a lot of things you can get into for free just for being you. Like, yeah, I can go down here and fucking sit right down here where you got to pay $5,000. I could just sit here for free.
Dude,
That's
James
fucking
Harden,
pictures.
any strip club he goes in for free. They're like, oh, the cover is do you know who I am? I'm James Harden. So yeah, I'm coming in for free and I'm buying fucking bottle service.
I was gonna say he's gonna drop like 20
money.
grand a night. You know what I'm saying?
Well, they'll comp a bunch of shit anyway for them. You know what I mean? So they'll spend 20 grand, but they probably got 10, 15 grand worth of free shit.
Yeah.
And
It's
all
free
they have to do is
alcohol.
meet
He
them
spent
and go
20
and
grand on
post
the
something.
strippers.
You know what I mean? Half the time these places will let you in because they know you're gonna post something and that draws attention to their fucking
That,
spot.
I was gonna say
That will
right there, too.
that will cover the birth of all the girls they impregnate that night.
Pretty much.
That there too. Oh yeah, so and so's gonna be here, so then everybody shows up.
Everyone's gonna need a few days off in 9 months.
You gotta get the vasectomy. There's no team in vasectomy.
Bring your own rap. Rap it yourself.
Yo, seriously, like if you're a basketball player or a rapper like that, you have to, man. If you don't want to fucking get sued every other 9 months because you're fucking dropping babies.
Who's that dude? Who's that dude who played for like the Jets? Remember there was they had that one show where they showed he had like 9 kids.
Fucking Kurt Warner has like 13.
Yeah,
Kurt Warner.
no,
But he,
No,
but he-
Kurt Warner, that's a religious reason. That's why.
Yeah.
And he adopted someone.
I think fucking Wilt Chamberlain has like 100.
Will Chamberlain has what? He's like with thousands and thousands.
We
of
might
people.
be related. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, for you know what's funny too about him is like he did it at a time where no one really talked about it, which was kind of funny too.
Yeah.
Like he did it in the 50s and the 60s and the 70s, and then no one just said shit about it.
No,
Like,
and
that's
it's because
fucking
love
everybody.
diseases or anything at that time. That motherfucker.
Yeah. I mean,
motherfucker's banging out, man. He was like 7'7". He was like,
oh,
come here.
dude, yeah.
Him
I
and
mean,
Jim,
it's so.
him
Go
and Jim
ahead.
Henson probably banged the same puppets.
Puppets.
He's like, yeah, I'll fucking impregnate Miss
He
Piggy.
was just
Yeah.
putting it
He's like, I'll
anywhere
fuck
that
anything.
wasn't a basketball hoop.
He was like, come here, Kermit.
Damn.
It'd be funny too if there was like a kind of Maury Povich show where it's like there's like a baby puppet and then it's her and Kermit
Oh,
and they're like and the puppet's black. It's like a black frog or some shit or like a and they're like, Kermit, you are not the father.
Yo.
Then when Will Chamberlain comes out, you are the father.
That is one of the best skit ideas I've ever heard.
Yeah, I know. That'd be fucking great.
holy shit! Wow.
Or it comes out as a bear. It's Fozzie's.
Not even
Gonzo.
Oh, Gonzo got this big ass nose.
No, that's how you know. You'll find out. It'll look like a pig, but the dick has his nose.
Yeah, the thing is, yeah. And then you cut to like the scene of them fucking, and he's fucking her with the nose.
Yeah, you know. So he's 69, so he can get the hook in.
Oh my god!
Bro, that was so because he's like double fucking, right? So it's like one person, and it's like it's double penetration.
So far out of hand. This is
man.
so far off topic.
I think we need to review a fucking puppet movie.
What's that America one? That's a puppet movie.
Team America.
Team America.
Oh,
that
sure.
shit is hilarious.
Is
I
that
don't
on
know
the
if it's
wheel?
under the wheels. I hope it is.
Sure. That's actually
No, if we're gonna do one, we should do like with actual puppets. Is like the Happy Time Murders because that movie is like fucking weird.
All right. I was about to say, don't do Dark
New
Crystal.
York.
Dark
Don't do
Crystal
what?
is okay, but it's like,
Oh, we already did that though.
did we do Dark Crystal?
Yeah,
We
Oh,
did
that's
Dark
right,
Crystal.
We did, yeah.
a
Holy
while
shit,
ago.
we did.
Last
Yeah, that was 2020 or something.
Yeah,
Maybe
I
even
forgot about that.
2019.
Damn.
It wasn't that.
No, I was on that show. I'm pretty sure I was.
Yeah,
on that
you
show.
were. You were.
It was-
you were on in 2019 too because we started the Batman things was back in 2019.
Oh,
Like
Oh,
we start-
yeah, man. It's been a while now. We've been.
Dude, have we been? No, that wasn't 2019. That wasn't 2019.
No,
If
it
it wasn't
2020.
we started
It was
this
not.
we started this podcast in 2019. Ibrahim, you came on like episode 4. So yeah, because you were on for the Christmas episode in 2019.
It's
For,
Die Hard, right? Was it
Die Hard.
Damn.
Yeah,
It's kind of
we've been-
scary.
We've
Right,
been going for a while. It don't seem like
Yeah.
that much time went by.
I'd have to look. Well, anyway, that was cool.
Either way, I don't remember.
Yeah, but I do remember us doing that. I do remember us doing that.
Dark Crystal, we definitely did, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You're right.
Ooh, Meet the Feebles. Is this another R-rated puppet movie?
I've never heard that one. It's R-rated?
For Horror with Sincerity, Benny Loves Me. Or Benny Loves You, whatever that. We need to see that.
Benny Loves You.
on wheel.
Oh yeah. You're right. I think we discussed. Me and you talked about that before. And
Yeah.
What is it? A puppet? It's a puppet
Yeah.
movie?
See, like a stuffed animal, yeah.
Or it's supposed to be a horror movie.
Really?
Probably
Yeah.
horror comedy ish.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm down.
Okay, so Peter Jackson, the guy who made the Lord of the Rings, he made an R-rated puppet movie.
Good,
Nice.
fantastic.
Nice.
Nice. I'm in.
So, yeah, I mean, there you go. Or unrated, so it might be even worse.
Oh,
kind of.
yeah.
Even better.
It might be some fucking porn.
Heads getting chopped off and
You
shit.
had no
We're gonna
idea,
see-
apparently, how excited you just made James.
We're gonna see some fucking puppet puss.
Yeah.
He is. Wow. I don't know if I've ever seen James this pumped up.
Holy shit! This guy.
I hope you can find one on Amazon. You can buy one.
Did you say puppet?
Damn.
Puppet puss.
Wow.
We got Tia Carrera, Jenna Jameson, and Miss Piggy.
Puppet puss.
I have never in my life heard that phrase.
Oh my gosh.
That's awesome.
That's gonna be a new hashtag for Popcorn and Pints. Now hashtag.
Hashtag puppet puss. I don't think that's a good idea.
This is something that James
Yeah,
are
probably
really,
on that.
this is something James are really into, right here.
Oh, he sent me some. Oh, good. I'll be going to bed soon. I might be able to use this.
Yeah.
Oh, what the? Okay, that's not too bad. Yo, that's
Okay, I
long
can
ass
share.
time
I can
ago.
share my screen with this. I was a little
Yeah.
scared. I was like, "Can I share the screen on the live with this?"
Yeah,
But
no,
yes,
you
I
can. It's not that. It'll be different if the guy's tongue was that long. And the girl's like, "Oh, bugger."
How did our Hamilton conversation lead into this?
I don't know. I went to the bathroom. I came into this stuff.
What were you doing in the bathroom? Hold up. Time out, James, because you never ever go to the bathroom on the podcast. You
No, dude,
never leave the podcast.
I know. I had to pee bad, man.
No, hang on, because we started talking about weird puppet shit before you went to the bathroom. So he
Dude,
was.
I know. I heard it. No, my headphones are on full blast. I put them down. I was in the bathroom because my bathroom's 2 feet away, and I heard everything. I was like,
Wow.
I know everything you guys are talking
All right,
about.
that one I'll save for after the live. That is wow.
Oh, hold on. What's this, a new one?
I'll wait until after
This is
the
why
live.
we gotta watch Happy Time Murders.
Yes,
Oh,
we do.
Shit.
We gotta watch this. We gotta review this.
Wait a minute. This isn't that movie?
In that movie. In that movie.
No
Yes.
way. No
Yeah,
way.
bro.
Yes. That is in that movie. Not a joke. Not a joke.
Just put the picture
Oh
up,
my
man. Just
God.
put the
How
picture
did
up.
I not see that? How did I not
Bro,
watch
it's
that
it's
movie?
ridiculous.
Just
Yo,
put the
put-
picture
you-
up.
Yeah, we won't get canceled. We're good. Put that on there.
We're good.
Not no copyright. You're all right. He's playing on a silly string. It's silly
Look at how
string.
happy
It's a silly string. It's a silly string.
Look at how happy she is.
Yo,
I mean, and those two pictures were from the same scene, by the way. It's
Oh
like
shit! It's Louis C.K.
Oh my gosh. Yo, we gotta review that. We
wait,
have
is
to
Louis
review-
C.K. the puppet?
No, Louis C.K. I know it could be. Louis
That would be
CK is the one-
appropriate, would it not?
Louis
It
CK
would be
was
appropriate.
when he
Yeah,
came
fair.
into the rooms and he used to jerk off in front of the
Oh,
girls out of nowhere.
Oh, boy.
Oh my god.
So
I bet that's what they're making fun of. I bet that's what it is.
we gotta drop that one in the Popcorn and Pines group chat. The name of this
Holy
movie, and then we gotta find
shit.
one more R-rated puppet movie. And 1 week we won't spin the wheel. We'll just review these
Well,
two.
Oh,
movies.
these fucking puppet movies.
Team America
Jim
might be
Henson
rated
puppet.
R. Team America
It
might
is.
be
Team
rated R
America
because
is
there's a
rated
sex
R.
scene.
Oh, yeah,
Team America.
Yeah.
He can't-
That sex scene is wild, dude. That's
Yo,
Puppet
that movie
Week?
was- that movie
You
was
call
James-
fucking
Popcorn and
perfect.
Pints Puppet Week.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Puppet
Popcorn
Week,
and Pines
yeah.
Puppet Week. James keeps bringing up the whole sex thing with puppets. Like that.
Well, no,
James-
because I said because they're rated R. There's a sex
Oh,
scene
no.
in there. I remember it.
No,
James,
I know.
James
I've seen
has
that over-
spearheaded this entire fiasco.
He did.
Listen, guys. I'm sorry. You found out my fetish. I like puppet porn. I'm sorry,
Oh
guys.
my god.
He's all for the puppet puss, and it's
Yeah.
thrown us off track.
Yo, when we finally all go to James for like a cookout or something, I see some puppets. Who's are these?
You gotta think.
Yeah,
Puppets are,
like in his garage, he's got puppets lining the walls.
you gotta think it's both. It's a win-win. You put your hand in their back, and you put your dick in their mouth.
Wow, bro.
Holy shit. Oh my gosh. James. Wow.
It's
This
2022,
might be a
people.
good place to start calling back to end it all off.
Yeah. I think we could
I
Yeah,
didn't
you better
realize
stop
puppet
this.
sexual was a new.
Dude, you better
new
stop this,
phrase.
man.
This is the LGBTQP.
P.
Puppet.
P for pup-
It's a real thing. It's a real thing.
Yeah,
too.
listen, we don't discriminate against anybody.
Hey, listen,
Yeah,
they're
I
called.
don't
I thought they were called bronies.
That's why.
Well,
I
no,
joke
that's
about it.
different. That's different.
That's why I joke
Bronies,
about it.
bronies are different.
I
How
accept.
about
I
Folia?
accept
Folia?
everything, guys. I accept everything, guys. Is this a real thing?
It's a real
You gotta
thing.
watch-
Dude.
I guess you gotta watch.
Oh my god!
That's the name for it too.
Yo, there's real. There's real people who bought one of those new robotic sex dolls and they married it.
James,
So
I
they'll be
assume you. James,
Yeah.
I assume you have a problem with carpet burns or rug burns.
No. The puppets do.
Static shock.
the puppets got burned.
Static
on the
electricity
Static cock.
issues. Static cock.
Ooh.
Wow.
Static cock.
Pops and pops at the same time. Shock and pop.
Here's a
The
true
old
fact.
shock and pop.
The old shocking. Oh.
Hey, here, I'm going to fact check in case you guys want to know. It's hard to clean the puppets.
Yeah, I would imagine so. I would imagine so.
We should have just done an hour podcast on us laughing over this.
Dude, you gotta fucking stop this before I fucking. You guys gotta set me up, and I'm gonna keep going, man.
The episode we review that, and I guess we can do World Police unless we find another puppet movie is going to be fucking ridiculous.
We should do that R-rated, the unrated, Peter Jackson movie where they're yeah. I don't know what it's called. I'll send it. But there's an unrated Peter Jackson movie with puppets.
Plus that happy murder. All right, I'm down.
We might
the puppet double feature.
We might get blocked on Facebook for that episode because I might go off the wall.
As long as you keep your pants
this
on,
is
James.
bad. I might get some crazy shit.
Just keep your clothes on. We'll be all right.
I know, really.
Listen.
And don't bring your puppets.
Clothes here. You don't know what's going on the bottom. That's all
Okay,
you have to
just
know.
as long as it's outside of the camera, we're fine.
Yeah, you're fine. Facebook, you can't cancel me. You can't see below.
Oh, so we just hear fucking chew toy noises.
Look at, hey guys, you notice how I sit too? You can't see my hands.
See,
Oh god,
we're gonna have to change
The
that.
camera's not shaking. If we start to see this, we know what's up.
You start to see this, then a few minutes later, James is like this for the rest of the episode.
Oh, taking a nap. I'm like, hey, sorry.
James is passed out in his chair.
Yeah. I need
James,
20 minutes. I need 20 minutes, guys.
James, it was 30 seconds. How are you so tired?
Oh my god.
Like it was a rough one.
All right, this is getting out of control.
Just
here.
shook everything off my
All right,
desk.
you know what? We'll
Let's do this.
we'll
Peace
wrap
out, guys.
this one up. You out?
No, don't. Yeah, peace out.
No, we
everybody.
gotta end this fucking show, man.
Oh,
That's
we
what I'm
gotta-
saying.
yeah, we gotta
We're
end
about
this
to.
show,
We're
you're
about
right.
to.
End the show.
We're wrapping up
Before you-
right now.
Before you leave,
We're
Abraham,
so
you gotta
far
watch that
away
video,
from
though.
what we started this.
Yeah, we did.
Hey, if you guys like any of this content, come watch us every Saturday night. We got the Worst Damn Gamer. That's
I don't know
me,
what there
Chris.
is to like after that.
Everything. Of course.
I mean, it's gonna make for some good little chop ups for fucking TikTok and Instagram and Twitter and shit like that. It's gonna definitely
Puppet
get
Boys.
people. No pun intended. You catch me, the Worst Damn Gamer, on Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, Facebook. I'm on TikTok. I'm on Twitter. I'm on pretty much everywhere. And now I'm about to make sure that my audios get up from my own podcast. It's called Midnight Matinee. So come check that out. We're diving through the MCU right now. We just finished filming episode 4. As soon as I'm done here at midnight, the next episode, which is episode 2, is actually going to go live, and that's Captain Marvel. If you enjoy our content and the way it's starting to look and the way it's getting better and better in our overlays, DREAMZ the creator is the reason for that. You can find him on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. He's got overlays you can use for free right now on his website if you're a content creator. If you need any for services for video editing, photography, you need him for a wedding, you need him to make a song or a track for you, a beat to go with some of your content, hit him up. Make sure you let him know Sir Sturdy and or the Worst Damn Gamer sent you. He's going to hook you up with a special price. You can go catch Joe of Any Last Words on her Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Instagram as well. She also has a Patreon. She does tons of things from scary stories to recipes to reviews and of the likes. So make sure you go check her out. She's a huge supporter of the show. We appreciate her much. Our other boy from up in Canada, So Good at Scary, Kyle the Angry Canadian. This one's super dope because if you're an independent filmmaker, you got a project you're working on, if it's 30 minutes or less, you want us to watch it, review it, and we can do it live. You're going to send it into the Facebook there. You can talk to us on the Instagram as well, and he'll get us in contact with each other and all that stuff. And then Sturdy, take it over, baby. Let them know where that's all going to happen.
Tuesdays and Thursdays, 8 o'clock Eastern time. You can see that happen, what Chris just said, as well as us doing movie reviews. And, you know, it's going to be fun. What do we got coming up Tuesday? You guys remember? Because I don't.
Fly.
The Fly. Yes, The Fly.
1986 with Jeff Goldblum.
Jeff Goldblum. No puppet puss in that movie, guys. But make sure you tune in Tuesday, 8 o'clock Eastern time.
No puppet fuckers.
Nope. There's Fly Dick.
There's James again. But make sure you guys tune into that Tuesday, 8 o'clock Eastern time. And then, of course, Popcorn and Pints every single Saturday, 9 o'clock Eastern time. You guys are going to get what you just heard here. You're going to get a lot of that silly shit with our movie reviews. And
I actually snorted on that one. I don't know how that...
He's talking about snorting laughing. He's not talking about...
Yeah, like through his nose. He's not talking about rolling.
He laughed and then he did a fucking line. So.
Oh, I'm going to be up a while.
Oh, shit. And then there's... make sure you guys check out Stories from a Bar.
By the way, Anthony chimed in on Twitter, said that he can't watch, but for his personal flex, his wife and him were able to see it on Broadway, Hamilton, with the original cast back when tickets were only $77 a piece.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. That was before Michelle Obama showed up. She saw it one time, and then the tickets went like quadruple the price.
What, they think she's going to be there like every time signing autographs or some shit?
I don't know. Well, she talked about it. That was the big thing. She talked about it. She said, "Oh, this is really good. It's like the best thing ever." And then you just saw a bunch of rich white people just flood into it.
Oh, let's go. So make sure you guys check out Stories from a Bar everywhere.
Do it.
Podcasts, including
Do it.
Huh?
I said
Yes,
do it.
Including YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Deep Focus Cinema. You get a deep dive on cinema. A lot more serious talk. I'm telling you guys, I've watched it, and no puppet puss over there.
No puppet fucking over there.
No puppet puss. So make sure you guys tune into that. And just so you guys know, this is the logo for Midnight Matinee, so you guys definitely want to make sure you watch that as well and check it out. As he just said, we are doing the Marvel Universe on his show right now, and it's been a pretty good time. And with that being said, thanks for pussing by, and peace. Puppet puss.
Puppet puss. Hashtag puppet puss.
Oh God.
Yeah, you're right, James.
We gotta start that.
Hashtag puppet puss.
I'm clipping this shit. And I'm
Right there.
There it is.
Hashtag puppet puss.